looking for some ELA tips about the reading process? It's right now. Welcome on the channel, I'm Mike, and if you're new in here, you gotta know that Mikeshomeesl is an ESL teaching tips channel and also ELA. So don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell to stay tuned when my videos come up. But before we start the video, I'm gonna explain you a little bit why from an ESL teacher I became an ELA teacher. Try to explain you what am I teaching and who are my students now. So on Mikeshomeesl, we will have a new program called ELA Teaching Tips. Well, I'm not very experienced at teaching ELA, but I want to share my experience with you that might help you with your ELA class, especially if you are a newbie like me. Here we go. ELA Teaching Tips on Mikeshomeesl right now. Welcome on this new program on Mikeshomeesl. It is called ELA Teaching Tips. This program is here to help you with your English class, ELA. What's ELA? For some of you it might be obvious, but others might be wondering. ELA means English Language of Arts. ELA curriculums are mainly made for native English speakers. Since September 2021, I've decided to change my job as I was feeling boring and not learning new skills and teaching methods. I had the opportunity to work for an international school called Content, so I took it right away. I've started to go to this school on August 23rd. It was quite late as school started on September 1st. I had to figure it out many things as I wasn't very aware of the school requirements. The first day they gave me my classroom keys and a laptop. I was thinking, wow, cool, and feeling a bit nervous and worried about it. So I went to my classroom and wow, 60 square meter classroom with only 20 desks. It was quite something because as an ESL teacher, I was teaching in the same classroom size but with around 60 desks. Very clean, modern-like classroom with a very nice view from the window. I was thinking, yo Mike, you'll have to be on the ball. Then I had trainings all day and figured out what will happen. I was very excited and I was learning new stuff about American curriculum called CCSS, Common Core State Standards. What's Common Core State Standards? Since 2010, a number of states across the USA have adopted the same standards for English and math. These standards are called the Common Core State Standards, CCSS. Having the same standards helps all the students to get a good education, even if they change school or move to different state. Teachers, parents, and education experts design the standards to prepare students for success in college and the workplace. At my school, I'm teaching ELA, more precisely comprehensive reading and writing, to middle school students grade 7, 8, and also high school grade 9. The thing is that my students are not native English speakers and their English level is lower than the grade they're in. Each grade has 3 different levels of study: acquisition, regular, and honor. You have to understand that in this kind of international schools, the student's tuition fee is quite high, around $15,000 a year. So you can guess the kind of students that we have in class. Most of them from rich families and others modest families who want their kids to study abroad. But you have to understand another very important point, cultural point. Their parents are big business owners or CEOs and spend few time at home. In China, business contracts are mostly signed during a meal with a lot of alcohol. Very high alcohol degree, around 52 degrees. After the meal, everybody is getting very joyful and generally it ends up at the KTV. When I had my first class, I was thinking that my students' English level would be quite good, but I was wrong. I'm supposed to teach them what native speakers are learning. I have to constantly crop the big picture and make it more simple for them, but still teaching them techniques and strategies about reading and writing. It's quite a lot to figure it out, but the school and my colleagues are helping, so it's great. I'm happy with my job so far, even if I have the naughtiest students of the school. They are still kids and they are lovely. Actually, in a rude lockdown in Xi'an, China, I'm missing them a lot. Today, I'm going to share my experience with the very first lesson I had to teach them, the reading process. The reading process is composed of 3 steps: before reading, during reading, and after reading. In this video, I'll show you how I've introduced this lesson to my students. Now, I'm not gonna do a warm-up like peel banana because, they're mid and high school students. For high school, there's another term for warm-up called bell ringer. I'll share with you my first bell ringer I did with my middle school students in another video. But first, what's called the reading process. When you start to teach the reading process to your students, you have to hook them by creating a dialogue so they won't get bored. You'd better start by asking them this question: why do you read? And let's see what they have to answer. If nothing's coming out, ask them about if they know Harry Potter's book or even the movie. I'm pretty much sure they'll answer yes. So go on and ask them why they like the story and how do they feel when they read. Because reading is feeling. You read because you want to be entertained. You read because you want to feel angry, scared, or you want to laugh till you cry. Maybe some of you don't like Harry Potter, and it's fine. You might like to read about amazing animals or people, learn about science or history. You read because you want to improve yourself, to increase your vocabulary, to improve your memory and focus, to enhance your imagination, to sharpen your mind, to improve your writing skills, to exercise your brain. Reading is power. You gain intellectual strength and important knowledge about the world. Then you can go on and explain that there are 3 steps in the reading process. Some teachers even divide it in 5 steps, but for my students' English level, I'll keep it to 3 steps to make it easier for them to learn and remember. Reading isn't easy to teach. Reading teachers are thinking coaches. Hope you like that new program ELA Teaching tips, and I hope that sharing my experience can help you in your class. We will still have some ESL teaching tips and with adding some of my experience about ELA. If you have any suggestion, you are welcome to leave a comment in the section below. Hope to see you in another video. ESL, ELA Power. Don't forget to give some like, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. That was Mike from Mikeshomeesl. Take care.